Hey YouTube, Kevin here of TriCrow Studios. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Boss NF-1 noise gate. The Boss NF-1 noise gate is a compact pedal that is a simple noise gate that cuts off the signal once the level threshold is set to impede noise, hiss, and hum from taking over your sound. Durability. Like all Boss compact pedals, it is built to last. The Boss NF-1 noise gate can be powered by a 1.9-volt battery or an AC adapter. Knobs. Sensitivity knob is set to compensate for strong and weak noise levels. If the instrument noise is loud, turn it counterclockwise. If noise level is low, turn it clockwise. Decay knob adjusts damping of the sound when the signal level becomes lower than the sensitivity setting. So for the sound sample, I'm going to be using an MT2 Metal Zone because it's very high gain pedal. So if we can get through this pedal, we can damn near get through anything, in my opinion. We're going from my guitar to the Metal Zone to the noise gate right into the amplifier. There's no other effects, no reverb. It's just a straight clean signal from the Mesa Boogie dual rectifier. So you can hear how clean that is. So let's turn on the Metal Zone and hear how hot this distortion is. So you can, right away, you'll be able to hear the noise. So as you can already hear noise coming from this distortion pedal, which not too many people want. A lot of people absolutely can't stand this noise. Some people don't mind it, but if you're looking to get rid of this noise or be able to control it, this is going to be the way to do it. So playing, and I'm just going to do something very simple so you guys can hear the difference between the two sounds once we start playing. So here we go. So we're going to turn the noise gate on now. So right now, believe it or not, the pedal is off. There's nothing combating the settings right now. It's a lot different than some of the other pedals they have out there from Boss. So as we turn the sensitivity to the left, we're going to, well, how about we start off with turning the decay all the way to the left. This means we're not going to get any signal at all bleeding through. So here we go. We're going to start moving it a little bit to the left. Still a little bit too much, and you just heard it cut out. So that's the cutoff point there, so we're going to turn it a little bit more and see what we can do. So you can already tell that it's pretty quiet. Even though the distortion pedal is still on, it's pretty quiet. We still clean this up, but just to hear how fast this can cut out, we'll see what we can do at this setting right here. So it cuts out pretty good, but if I let go of my guitar, you're still going to get a little bit of feedback. So what we can do, if we turn this all the way up, I'm not touching the guitar right now, the feedback's gone. You can hear a little tiny bit bleed through from the dynamic microphone, but for the most part, it's pretty quiet. So now we're going to play and see if it cuts up too much sound or if it's not going to cut up enough. So here we go. Now, as you can hear, there's a huge volume difference here. I can notice that right away. So we are cutting way too much out of the from the sensitivity. It's just taking over. So we're going to dial it back just a bit, see what if we can get that sound back without getting all that hiss and hum. There we go. Right about there is where it completely cuts off. the sound as you could hear it flash right back right away. So here, we'll play it here and see how it does now. So it cleans up pretty good. Now, if you're the type of person that wants a little bit more noise to come through, this is where you're going to start dialing back your decay. See how it comes back? It doesn't cut it off extremely fast like it was doing. So now we're getting back into see how much more or less decay you want in your sound. So we can make it so there's a lot of feedback. You can give it so many milliseconds or seconds of the noise before it cuts back and cleans up your sound completely. But here, we'll just we'll play and you guys can hear and see for yourself what you like or don't like. As you can hear, it's not really holding on too much. Now it's cut. And it slowly fades out, so it's quiet. So it all depends on how long you want something to ring when you're muting the strings. So you can hear it cleans up pretty well. But for me, like I said, I would have mine probably about here. See, I like that crisp, clean sound that a lot of metal amplifiers and metal players will really want these days and stuff. So that way when you're chugging and stuff, you're not getting a lot of hiss and feedback, and you can get those tight notes in there if you're doing time changes and stuff. So this concludes my review of the Boss NF-1 noise gate. Not too many things I can say about this pedal. Obviously it's a very old vintage pedal that Boss put out many years ago. It's since then been replaced by the Boss NS2 noise suppressor. There's a lot of really good noise suppressors and noise gates on the market today that you can get that are newer, but if you don't have the money and obviously you walk by a pawn shop or your local music store and you see one of these pedals for cheap, I recommend picking it up if you just want something just to clean up your sound a little bit. It's not going to do a very good job cleaning up an amp distortion, but if you have pedals for your distortion, or you want to get rid of some of that single coil or excess noise that some pedals will make, this will do a great job of cleaning that up. I hope I've been able to answer some of the questions some of the viewers have had out there on this particular pedal, and I hope I've been able to help you distinguish if this is the pedal that's right for you or not. Until next time, I'm Kevin from TriCrow Studios. Take care.